there's no or else. Unless you show up, you know, in the wild in RuneScape, then I got you. I'll just nicely drop you to Lumpy or Edge if you are rich enough to purchase that, you know. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so since I really love rambling, I'll just quickly tell you what this game is about. It's basically a storytelling game about a Mexican single father that is raising two sons. The elder son is called Sean, and the younger brother is called Daniel. And it's a story about Daniel and Sean's life. This part is kind of like an introduction of what we can expect from the game. Honestly, the beginning is quite boring and relatively slow. It's a storytelling. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I will basically be making choices on behalf of Sean, and that affects the way that the story unfolds. So the beginning is really slow, which it's fair, I guess, because it really sets the tone of Sean's life, the character that I'm playing, the elder brother. So it starts off with, okay, you'll see, this is kind of like just an intro. There was just a bunch of music, the American flag, and the game does kind of target political views, racism, and just challenges in life in general, police brutality. It's kind of cool that it touches upon these very important issues that are quite prevalent in certain aspects of the Western world. Although really the Western world is so broad, it's unfair to include a lot of cool and chill countries within that. So let's just say in America. But honestly, we have quite a few police brutality cases in Canada as well, especially in Toronto, and against Aboriginals, Indigenous folks. Racism is everywhere. so life. Unfortunately, I couldn't really record live while I was playing this game because it's just really hard to kind of set up the mic and play. It's very uncomfortable. So they're just kind of still planning the party before she goes home. This is Lila, this is Homie. They're like, they go on her reviews. I'm like, nah, I'm not a cigarette person. Although, the only time that I tried something, it's called midwach or doga. It's literally pure tobacco that you put into a pipe and you smoke, but it's not, it doesn't keep going, it's like a one-hit thing. And I hate tobacco or anything like that for myself, especially because I was an athlete and in general I just wasn't attracted to it. But my best friend started doing it, and she started leaving the bus or getting off the bus earlier to go hang out with this other friend because they used to go and smoke that. So I told her, listen, I'm down to smoke this, and then I did, and I hated it obviously, but I just did it because I wanted to win her over. Dead. Yeah, she's still my best friend. I'm actually gonna bring her on the channel probably next week. She's my sister, literally my sister. We've known each other since we were kids, man. It's been over like 14 years, mashallah. I'm very blessed to have her. But yeah, so I don't know, bro. Like, they're having a really. Do you want me to read this? Like, are you actually interested in the story? I'm down to read it when it gets interesting, and it really does. But we need to sort of wait for it, so just stay with me, okay? Just stay with me. Is there any other game that you guys would like for me to play? I'm really running out of ideas at this point, and I really enjoyed this. Always be friends forever. Yap. Bruh, it's really hard to have friends forever. I feel like after high school, I parted away from so many people, although I still can't contact them. I just don't want to. I feel like we've changed so much, and I just wouldn't vibe with them the same way anymore. And that's alright. People sort of get distant over time, and that's okay. Life goes on, because, you know, life is strange. Okay, but on a serious note, I've been reading this book. It's called A Universe from Nothing. It's written by a renowned physicist named Lawrence Krauss. He basically talks about all the discoveries that have been made about the universe. I'm sorry, that's my stomach again. Yeah, so he just talks about how the universe, the origin of the universe and the universe came to life, and from that it gave consciousness. From that came all of this. Like when you really sit down and try to visualize it in your mind, it's just so insane. To me personally, that's all a sign of a creator. And you know, what's kind of funny to me, so I started watching all these debates between Lawrence Krauss, not debates, my bad, dialogues between different scientists from from their own respective fields, and then like talked about biology, evolution, origin of universe, chemistry, all of that. And something that they kept sort of repeating in that particular conference was that how science is always evolving and they're not afraid to take back what they had initially said. And this was sort of like a stance against those who believe in God or believe in a particular religion. Forget about religion though, that's like a whole nother topic. Believe in God, period. And then simultaneously they say, we don't have enough discoveries, we don't have enough knowledge, we need to know more. Like for instance, how did the universe come to be? As we know that there was a Big Bang. We know that there at some point there was nothing. This is actually Lawrence Krauss's sort of argument that based on evidence and discoveries and whatever, and you know, observations, that at some point there was, so what makes up our galaxies? Hydrogen, stars, galaxies what the hell, stars, yeah, galaxies makes up our universe, sorry. Oh, there's a lot of key components that go into making our universe, but at the point where our universe didn't exist, there was still, and they have defined that non-existence of a universe as absence of those components that make up our universe. So there's no hydrogen, there are no stars, no galaxies, nothing. But they did find that there was dark matter, some sort of dark energy, just enough, and apparently this energy takes up a lot of the world, a lot of space in our universe, although it's kind of weightless and you can't see it. So to me personally, that's not nothing, that's still something, and we have to further look into and discover what is this dark energy, and then how is that created, and so on and so forth. But to say that that means that the universe came from nothing, it's just a mere speculation based on literally nothing. That's what I feel personally. And so what was funny to me was how at one point they all admitted that they don't know enough and that they're willing to change their theories, but then they also go ahead and conclude that there is absolutely no evidence, or it's highly unlikely that God could possibly exist. But I feel if you're truly not biased, you would say something more along the lines that we can't disprove God and we can't prove God. You know what I mean? I feel like both believing in God and not believing in God kind of what's going on in the game, okay? Just be yourself. That's why she's into you. Sean, I'm done. Look, I made zombies' blood and some corn syrup and food coloring. Oh, hi Lila. Get out of my room, Daniel. Just bucket the shit out of me again. I told you to knock. Yeah, I know. Anyway, Sean, you're an asshole. What's your problem? I want to see a zombie blood. You're right, sorry. That's the option I went with. Sorry, I'll make it up to him. He knows I can be out. I'm just stressed. Oh, please. We're gonna have so much fun. Maybe tonight's the night. Don't jinx me. Jinx. I'm your lucky charm. Okay. So when are you coming? I just have to hit up the monster for the car keys. I hope she doesn't make me lie too much about the party. I'm already in trouble from last time. It's kind of hard to tell who's talking, so I'll just pretend to be Sean, okay? Oh my god, my stomach is going crazy. You should check it up. It might get your attention. Let me see that drawing. Okay, this might be my masterpiece. Well, yeah, it's my portrait. Okay, it's about to get crazy right now. Not taking a look at her picture. Let's go look at this girl that man's trying to pull. Chess. Okay, let's check at the page. Let's check the page. Jen Murphy posted a photo. I told you she was super into you, man. Oh, you will see. I didn't comment because I didn't want to be a simp, you know. No reaction, nothing. Just talk from a distance. Okay, that's kind of playing that whole hard to get kind of thing. I don't know why that was such a thing in high school, like back in the day. Okay, guys, this is where it gets serious. Look, Daniel's having a fight with the neighbor. I'm gonna be Daniel. So this is him. Hey, don't ever touch my brother. You hear me? He got his fake blood shit all over my shirt. I told him. You better leave us alone. Oh yeah, go hide in your dad's garage. Pussies. You think you own the block. Okay, so here it was. I had a choice to either confront Brett, or question Daniel, but I chose to confront Brett because if you let somebody step on you once, they will always keep stepping on you. So you gotta stand your ground from day one. Don't ever touch him. You gotta get your daddy. I don't need him to protect me from you. Oh, you wanna go? Oh yeah, then go back to your own country. That was Brett. Get inside now. You're dead meat. are so many things life can throw at you, but always remember, never be afraid. Don't ever fear your hardships. Look it in the eye and know, and just know that you got this. No matter how scared you are, how anxious you are, how sad you are feeling, angry, maybe jealous and just super negative, it's okay. We all will at some point feel this way when things get really tough and we've been fighting for so long. It's okay, but just don't ever be afraid, okay? Don't be afraid. Look, when we go through hardships, it strengthens our hearts, our minds, and bodies. But when we're too comfortable, there is potential for corruption of our hearts. I know that's really a strong statement, but there is never no solution. There's always a solution, but it's all about how you perceive your situation. Life gives you good things sometimes, and sometimes it puts you through some crazy roller coasters. But that's life, the gift of life, as long as you're breathing, i.e., as long as you're alive, there's a way out. Never ever lose hope, and never stop believing in yourself. Never give up on yourself, and never give up on life. I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, within you there is so much power, so much power. You just need to tap into it by being fearless. Don't fear anything. There's nothing that you can't overcome, really. There's nothing. It's all about you within your mind, how strong your mind is.